Hello, everyone. RBG Kingdom Kid here, back with some more
And
Triangle
so
Strategy.
it was that the once proud
In the previous
kingdom
video,
of Glenbrook did
this is what happened.
Aesfrost seized control of the Crown City, threatening to bring the surrounding domains under its iron yoke. Now the Archduke's army marches upon House Wolffort's stronghold, where Prince Roland is being sheltered by his loyal friends and allies.
A soul upon the scales. Oh. This is part 1 of chapter 7. Right? Yeah, chapter 7, part 1, A Soul Upon the Scales. Well, my guess is, yeah, when it comes to your decisions, those become parts. Okay, let's check the encampment just for a bit. So yeah, I wasn't able to do any grinding because, hey, guess what? I was, yeah, with that, so. I don't think I have enough. I don't have any materials to level shit up. Nope, not until I can do. Not until I'm able to do some of these fights, which I'm hoping to do once I'm done recording a couple of videos here. So, it is a different day, so that's why. I'm that. What about you, Shopkeep? Do you have anything worthy of buying? You have more pellets. Okay, so you have some more stuff. Ready's a tempted ally. I don't know what that means. Oh, Remedy's a tempted ally. Yeah, I still don't know what that means. So increase allies stuff and decreases enemy stuff. Increase the chance of enemies dropping spoils when defeated. Ooh, that'd actually be really nice to have. Quality stuff now too, okay. I think what I probably want to do is I might want to save up to get this. So then I can equip it to someone. And then I'm going to assume it only works when the person's defeated by the person wearing this, which kind of sucks, but I totally get it. Oh, there's a Medal of Bravery. So we'll get one of those. Battle Cry. Grant 3 TP to an ally. Restore. Stop a single enemy for 1 turn, preventing them from taking any actions. Damn. But I'll need 2 of them, so I'll need at least this. Okay, also, wait, what's in tandem? Let me look at these things. So, critical blow grants the currently acting unit to guarantee critical hit. It's not bad. Stop single enemy. Move any ally to any location within 8 squares. If that ally is charging or casting, that action will be suspended. Okay, not really 100% sure of what that means. Recover any allies' HP by 50%, healing their stats elements, and restore their lowered stats to normal. 3 TP. Raise the movement of the ally by 2 for 1 turn. Move an ally turn 2 directly after your own. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, Anne's the only one that could do it. So, would that lose my Medal of Bravery then? sold out. That makes, okay, yeah, that makes it seem like he will get more of those, so, oof. And how much did they cost? 20, I think? He says, oh, so I expect that you're getting enough to eat. You need a full belly to get through the times like these. Can't fight on an empty stomach, can you? I'll whip you up something tasty to tuck into, and don't hesitate to ask for seconds or thirds. Got some stuff that needs taken care of if you're up to it. Ooh, that one's just plain up money. Alright, well, I know how to grind some money so I can get that rain. But that's definitely a level 10 one, so I definitely want to be a little higher level than where I'm currently at with everyone. Yeah, I definitely need to do some grinding off screen, so hopefully we can do what we can here. I don't think there's anything. I'm actually quite curious if this is the whole map or if the map will like open up more so later on in the game. I'm quite curious. I mean, it's a pretty decently sized map for this kind of a game, so I'm not surprised. The Aesfrost Archduke enters Whiteholm Castle to seek the power of Glenbrook and lays claim to the throne.
Your most honorable siblings, Lord Thalas and Lady Erica, have arrived, my lord.
Thank you for the escort. You may go now.
If there is anything else that you require, anything at all, you need but say the word.
In that case, I would have a bottle of the realm's finest wine and a serving of fresh fruit delivered to my quarters.
But of course, milady, I shall have the servants fetch it at once.
Ever eager to please, isn't he?
I believe the word you're looking for is sycophant. Congratulations on bringing Glenbrook to its knees, brother. It's a thing of beauty, what you've accomplished. I trust you're already seeing to that fuss outside the castle walls?
Of course.
The other domains are putting up little in the way of resistance. Lord Telior trembles in his seat within the stronghold, and Lord Fawkes was oblivious to what was happening until it was far too late.
How easily the three high houses of Glenbrook break under your iron boot, brother.
Wolffort is the last to hold out, but Avlora will deal with them. Prince Roland will be in our hands before long.
Speaking of royalty, brother, I would have thought Cordelia would be dead or rotting in jail. Yet here she sits on the throne. She looks less a vanquished princess and more a queen.
That is precisely what I would have her be.
Whatever do you mean?
Once things have calmed, I shall assume guardianship over her and have her crowned. A few days hence, Regna will be executed. I've already informed Patriat as much.
So the wise and benevolent King Regna meets his end at last.
Father!
Yep, I remember this. Yeah, we're definitely in like where we were in the first demo.
Please, can someone explain? What are we going to do? Excuse me. Can you tell me what's happening?
Did I hear him wrong? I don't.
Subjects of Glenbrook, I am Gustadolf, Archduke and High Commander of the Grand Duchy of Aesfrost. Hear my words. The sins King Regna has committed against us, and against you, his own people, are grievous indeed.
What has he done to us?
3 decades have passed since the end of the war. In the years since, we have all done what we can to rebuild our nations. The opening of the Grand Norzelian mines was to be the dawn of a new age. An age where our three nations would work together for the peace and prosperity of all. But King Regna spat in the face of that glorious dream. As our engineers worked tirelessly to put success within reach, your King Regna schemed in the shadows to seize control of the mine for his own profit. And when Dragan Aesfrost, my dear cousin, and the man tasked with overseeing the mine's operations, became aware of this plot, King Regna had him assassinated in cold blood. In doing so, he betrayed not only my own nation and the holy state of Hyzante, but you as well. The very people who were to share in the wealth the mine would bring. And so we were left with no choice but to march on Whiteholm Castle and put an end to Regna's treachery by force. Our actions were born of a righteous duty to avenge Dragan's murder and this odious betrayal of this historic accord between our nations. What say you, King Regna? Do you deny these charges against you?
I do not. But I beg of you, spare my children.
Ah.
Subjects of Glenbrook, your traitor king admits his guilt before you.
Freaking hell with the
The
controls.
punishment for these
Putting
crimes
this thing to sleep.
is death. Off with his head!
Roland, Cordelia, the future of our kingdom is in your hands now.
Oh. I just realized that the guide thing was there the whole entire time. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Does that thing I think that thing comes back up every time I close the game.
Just days after the fall of the Crown City, King Regna of Glenbrook is beheaded before his subjects. The death of this kind and benevolent monarch plunges the realm into confusion and chaos. With the king perishes an all too short-lived era of peace, and in its place, one of bloodshed and turmoil.
Yep, now we got these greenies. I mean, we'll go see them all, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I remember we didn't see all these the first time I did the demo. I think I was like, oh, I'll just look at these afterwards, but then I didn't realize that they went away after you continued the story, so.
Your Majesty, House Falks has failed you. I have failed you. High House, damn it all! When you needed us most, we were not there to answer the call. How did we not see what they were plotting? How did we not know to go to your aid? But no, cursing our fate will not bring you back to us. We must focus our efforts on the one who might yet save Glenbrook from downfall. We must protect Prince Roland with our lives.
What Hyzante? News of Glenbrook's far fall reaches the citadel of the sands in the far-off holy state of Hyzante, where a great battle of the Saltiron War was fought so many years ago. Oh yeah, I remember this. This is where I was like, I don't like this guy because I think he says shit that I was like, yeah, I don't like him.
What is it this time, Booker?
We've just received word that Aesfrost has launched a surprise invasion of Glenbrook. Whiteholm burns as we speak.
What's this?
The Crown City has fallen. King Regna was beheaded, and it is said Crown Prince Franny also perished in the fray. Prince Roland has fled to the domain of House Wolffort, with the Grand Duchy's army in close pursuit.
Goddess forbid. What could the Archduke be plotting? And what did the others think of the matter?
At any rate, I must speak with the Hierophant at once.
Minister, if I may assuage you, I propose that perhaps this situation may yet play to House N's benefit.
Our benefit, you say? Indeed. Indeed. You may have the right of it.
Yeah, see, this is where I was like, I don't like this guy.
My dear Booker, whatever would House N do without you?
Send a bird to the palace. Tell them that the Holy One's faithful servant Sorcelet would humbly beg an audience.
At once, Master.
All right. Saltiron.
Whatever is House Telior to do? With King Regna gone, we must find a way to preserve ourselves. Landroy, that proud fool, will no doubt fight to the bitter end. But House Fawkes alone is no match for the Grand Duchy. Yet if House Wolffort were to fight at their side, they say Prince Roland is in Wolffort's charge. If this is true, there's a good chance they will join the fray. Or will they? The Wolfforts may choose to ransom the prince to Aesfrost, in return for amnesty for their own domain. If it comes to that, Aesfrost will either kill the prince and princess, or use them as their pawns, and Glenbrook will fall. Bending the knee to Aesfrost may be our only hope if we are to live to see tomorrow.
Yeah, you bitch. You coward. Alright, now it's time to see the big one. Minister Patricia, advisor of the king, conducts a covert investigation to the crown city under pretense of routine inspection. But to what end? You mean that traitor? The guy who looks like Jafar?
It would seem things have come outside the castle walls.
What is to become of us now? Word has it the Kingsguard's been slaughtered to the last man. We must flee while we have our lives.
If they meant to kill ordinary folk like us, wouldn't they have done so already? Even as frosty dogs have some honor then. Who'd have thought? Anyway, there's no point fighting. What'll be, will be.
Our people seem less resentful of Aesfrost than I would have expected. No doubt due to the Archduke's decision to focus their attack on the castle and leave the town itself unscathed. So the common folk won't be a problem. That just leaves the matter of the royal family. His Grace and the Crown Prince have been dealt with, and Princess Cordelia has been brought to heel. Prince Roland is the only one unaccounted for, but the men I arranged for hunt him down as we speak. Word has it there's also a sizable bounty on his head. No, he'll not last long. I knew Gustadolf to be a shrewd man, but his attention to detail is nothing short of astonishing. I have seen all I would. Let us return.
Hate that man. Alright, this is the only thing left, so... Having made their escape by boat, Serenoa and its retire finally make their way back to the Wolffort domain, but what awaits them there? Not much.
Lord Serenoa, thank the heavens you're safe.
It is good to be home.
Castle Wolffort is the most impregnable stronghold in all the kingdom. You will be safe here, Your Highness.
Thank you. I can only hope Father and Sir Maxwell are safe as well.
Benedict, there is news.
Maxwell's dead, and so is the king.
What's the matter, Benedict? You look as if you've seen a ghost.
Your Highness, my lord, pray try to remain calm. His Grace was beheaded at the Crown City not bells ago.
Father. No. Say it is not so.
Roland.
I can only imagine what you're feeling now, Your Highness. But I fear we have not the luxury of grieving. As the last living heir to the throne, there is no doubt that the Archduke will target you next.
Indeed. We must move quickly. I would seek Father's counsel.
About Lord Simon.
What is it? Has something befallen Father?
Yeah. Excuse me.
Father!
Lord Simon, what is the meaning of this?
He collapsed when he heard the news from the Crown City, and has not opened his eyes since.
You must be mad. The man was stronger than an ox.
We cannot afford to lose Lord Simon. Not now, of all times.
Father. Be strong, Father. This realm still needs you. I still need you, Father. Father.
Serenoa.
Is there any chance he will recover?
Our healers are doing everything they can, but none can say.
Very well.
Do not give up hope, Serenoa. The malady will not take your father easily.
Forgive me, Roland. I can only imagine what you feel now.
I must stay strong. I cannot allow Father's death to be in vain. You too must remain composed. For Lord Simon. And for those who now look to you for guidance in his stead.
I will try.
Pardon me, my lord. I come bearing a message.
From whom?
The scout we had sent in search of Sir Maxwell returned with this.
Sir Maxwell's mask.
Reports have it that it was found near Whiteholm Bridge.
Blood. No, it cannot be.
This mask was all that was found, you say?
The bridge was all but overflowing with the bodies of the fallen. It was not possible to ascertain all of their identities. And the swift course of the river thwarted any efforts to search further.
I see. Thank you for the report. Get some rest. You have earned it.
Yes, my lord.
Sir Maxwell, you too abandon me now?
Well, he's dead, so.
At Gustadolf's command, Aesfrost musters its forces at Whiteholm Castle and commences a march on the Wolffort domain. Their aim, to seize in their clutches Prince Roland, the unwilling heir to Glenbrook's throne.
All right, let's keep this train rolling. Oh, Roland.
My lord,
okay,
the
that's terrible.
Frosty army advances on us as we speak. A missive has arrived from Lord Gustadolf. It says they will stand down on the condition that we surrender Prince Roland to them at once.
We've not much time before they're on our doorstep, my lord.
Word has it that General Avlora herself heads the vanguard.
Gustadolf's not taking any chances. The scheming bastard.
Summon the War Council at once. We must take swift action.
Yep, we'll be deciding for our choice now.
You cannot be serious about this.
It's all right, Frederica.
Please continue, Benedict.
Thank you. Once more, I would ask you plainly. Do we or don't we relinquish Prince Roland to Aesfrost?
I say we refuse. We owe Sir Maxwell that much.
Precisely. Sir Maxwell entrusted us with keeping His Highness safe, and we accepted.
There's no place in the realm more sheltered by the terrain than this castle. He is safer here than anywhere. And yet, if the Archduke were to march on us with an army as great as the one that took the Crown City, or, heaven forbid, a greater one,
the natural fortifications of this land would work against us. Our shelter would become our jail.
So you propose that we just abandon him? That we sacrifice his life for our own protection?
Better my life than any of yours. This is my battle. I would not see the blood of my friends spilt in my name.
But see, Your Highness, that's where you're wrong. House Wolffort's the sword and shield of the crown. You go to battle, we go with you. So it's always been.
Enough! I will leave before I see your domain ravaged by fighting. It is the only way. Surely you see this, yes?
I refuse to believe sacrificing any of us is the correct path.
My lord, we cannot allow war to come to the Wolffort domain. Your highest priority must be to your loyal subjects. You must decide.
Oh boy. Oh, yes, I remember this. I cannot render a decision here now. There must be a solution. As his vassal, I must fight to protect the prince, but as our lord, I must ensure my people's safety. Cannot hope to win against Aesfrost, but if we do nothing to stop them, many will lose their lives. This one's a coward's decision. Just gonna flat out say that one. I also don't remember what my mindset was when this happened during the first demo. I can't remember what it was, but I think I did not pick this one. I think I picked one or these two. This one seems like a very defeatist one as well. It's like, well, we can't win against them, but if we do nothing to stop them, many will lose their lives. So this one seems like it's the proper one. Is like, I must fight to protect the prince, but on one hand, I'm the lord of this Desimon, so I need to protect the people. So it's like, This is a very...
As his vassal, I must fight to protect the prince. But as their lord, I must ensure my people's safety.
I am sorry, Serenoa. Pray do what you feel is best for your house. I will find some way of helping my family.
Your mind is made up, then.
As the master of this domain, you and no other must decide how we proceed.
Scales.
I understand that, Benedict. Prepare the scales of conviction. I would hear everyone's thoughts on the matter.
Well then. So I was looking on Twitter, and Forspoken got delayed, so it's got delayed till October, so that actually frees up April a little bit for me, because I think that was the only game in April I was going to get, so that's fine by me. Alright, character. You're new. Serenoa accompanies a young blacksmith to gather supplies when they happen upon an unfortunate scene.
I can't thank you enough for accompanying me to gather supplies, Lord Serenoa. But I hope I've not usurped too much of your time.
Not at all, lad. Not at all. I was heading back to my encampment anyway. More importantly, this area is rife with Aesfrosti. I hate to think what would happen should they discover you or any loyal to House Wolffort out here.
I cannot much bear to think on it either. My lord, there's someone here! He's dead.
Those are Glenbrook colors. He must have met his end at Aesfrosti steel.
I know him. We were friends. He had such praise for the blade I forged him. This blade, here, the broken one, it failed him. I failed him. And now he's gone.
You are not to blame for his death.
But...
we are at war.
I'm sorry, my friend. I'm not as skilled a smith as I believed.
We risk much lingering here, but let us give him a proper burial before we depart.
My lord, you needn't go to the trouble.
It is no trouble. It is all I can do for him now, and I shall curse that I cannot do more.
Thank you, Lord Serenoa. My lord, ever since that day, I haven't stopped thinking about how I might put my smithy skills to better use. I didn't truly grasp the reality of the situation. What it means to be at war. What duties I have as one who forges weapons. Though I am but a novice at my craft, I will not ignore the truth I see all around me. I will face it and stand strong. That's why I wish to fight.
Are you certain you're prepared to wield steel outside your forge?
I am. I need to better understand what it means to live or die by the blade. A lesson I hope to learn by your side.
Then you are most welcome among my ranks. A novice you may be, but you have the makings of a master.
Thank you, my lord. I, Ians, hereby swear fealty to you. I shan't let you down.
Jens joined your forces. I should actually like hit the X button on these characters just so I can be like that. Opens up new paths with his crafts. Places ladders to create shortcuts, set traps, and automatic turrets. What? That actually might be helpful in the battle that we're gonna do. Cause spoiler alert, the scales I'm gonna use are gonna be going for keeping Prince Roland with us. So, and I remember that fight being rough. That fight was rough. So, let's go to the encampment and talk to him for a little bit. I think what made it rough was I was trying to do the stuff without like having to, you know, burn down the houses of people. Like, I think that's the reason. Ah, there we go. That's not a bad portrait. Thank you again, Lord Serenoa, for allowing me into your service. When Lord Seymour summoned me, a mere apprentice from the Crown City, I was thrilled. I never imagined we were on the cusp of war. Long had I dreamed of running my own forge, but I had no inkling of the reality of weaponcraft. Now I have seen war for myself, even if only a tiny bit. I'm prepared to fight. Pray let me join you the next time we face combat. Have your weapons that need attention to my hammer? I'm just curious as to you. Okay, you start at level 9, so that's not bad. Can you either increase your health? No, I don't think you need your health increased. Increase jump or movement. I'm always a big fan of always upping the defense right away. So let's up the defense right away. There we go. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to grind for the supplies and such. Like, I'm definitely gonna have to grind out for like the stone, the fiber stone, iron stone, and timber. I'm gonna have to grind out for that stuff, and then grind out for some money. So it's gonna be a lot of grinding to do. A lot of grinding. Oh, so it's time. Excuse me. I'll probably pick whichever decision I'll want, and then I'll probably end the part after the decision.
I will give the signal when it is time to cast your vote. I ask each of you to weigh the matter carefully till then.
Very well, my lord. To our own councils we go.
Alrighty. The hearts are divided. Still, a compelling argument may yet set some minds. Unless I have an incomplete picture of the situation, I would be a poor lord if I did not hear the voice of my people. I should venture into town. Going on, my lord? Yes, I wish to ensure everything in the town is in order. Understood. Understood, my lord. When your work is done, pray speak to me at once. I'll do just that, thank you. I should return to the hall once I've spoken with the people. Perhaps I'll learn something that will sway some minds. I feel like Anna's always undecided in everything. Another HP ring, which is pretty a nice equipment thing. Could be used for someone. A terror like none other came over me when I saw the state in which you returned, my lord. I prayed we never knew conflict again after the Saltiron War, yet here we stand, peering into the abyss. Oh, it was Glenbrook and Aesfrost launching an attack on Hyzante all those years ago. The Holy State, reeling from the surprise assault, turned to Lord Simon for help. Back then, Wolffort was still an independent clan, and agreed to an alliance. All Norzelia was poor for the fight. Its nations and people were left depleted. So I've heard. Father told me stories of the secret meetings with King Regna that restored peace to the realm. Indeed, it was they who brought Hyzante and Aesfrost to the table, and then the war to an end. It was your father's efforts that led the king to bring your house into the royal family's fold as the crown's military might. War is brewing, Lord Serenoa. Think carefully upon how you will navigate it. I found myself in an unfortunate position to have thought peace would be everlasting. Cannot allow the currents to carry me along. I must use them to my advantage to turn the tide of the battle to come. My father risked his life to bring honor to the house. I will not be the one to tarnish his legacy. This one seems a little too self-almighty or whatever you want to call it. This one seems like, oh, woe is me type thing. This one's definitely the best one. It's like, yeah, I gotta do that. So, like, that, to me, that seems like the best outcome. Exactly so. 'Twas Lord Simon's initiative that made him a hero. That same Wolffort blood courses through your veins. I know you'll live up to your family's good name. The people of the Wolffort demons are at your back. I shall take that to heart. Thank you. Long have I heard rumors of secret traps that dot the Wolffort demons. The tales are to be believed. They serve to make quick work of any invaders, though I can't help but wonder, why keep such a valuable weapon a secret? Secret traps. It is hard to say what this might mean for us. They might well be employed to give us an advantage in battle, but at what cost to our own? Everybody looks so scared. What happened, Lord Serenoa? Now then, I just steal all your shit. Aha, there was a sparkly quality iron. Damn. Alrighty. Oh, not that way. Why has Aesfrost attacked? I thought all of this conflict was behind us with the opening of the mines. And what of your marriage to Frederica? Was that merely a ruse? Aesfrost's betrayal will not stand. They will answer for our atrocities. I share your confusion, but Frederica knows nothing of this. Pray, do not blame her for Aesfrost's actions. King has no true allies nor true enemies. We shall sue for peace and work to avoid further conflict. This one kind of like really answers the question more so about Frederica, which is what I'm going to do. Is like, hey, Frederica knows nothing. She's just as confused as all of us. Yes, of course. She is your betrothed. We too wish to believe she had no hand in this. And surely they will not come for our denizen, where the Archduke's own sister now resides? But precisely, yes. You have nothing to fear. We shall defend our land in the end. It is a relief to hear that. My heart aches for the royal family, but I should hate to see such an unnecessary war descend upon us. There's a paper calling for the arrest of Prince Roland. Says they want him taken alive. I shudder to think what will become of the kingdom now. If he's to be delivered alive, I'd wager they have no plans of executing him. At least not anytime soon. I shall let the others know of this. So that would be used to persuade people to give up Roland. It's true. Has Aesfrost attacked the Crown City? How could the nobles have let this happen? Because they're nobles. They don't give a fuck. If anything, war is just always used to line the pockets of the rich, the ones that never get affected. Emma's not herself today. Has something scary happened? Has the Crown City truly fallen? What madness is this? There's commotion in the capital, to be sure, but it'll be over soon. The Dawn Spear will see to that. Alright, the sun won't set on Glenbrook till Sir Maxwell falls. As if that would ever happen. Sir Maxwell laid down his life so that we might see another day. We must do all in our power to see that his noble sacrifice was not in vain. Yeah, so that, I think that will be used to persuade those two who wants to give up Roland. Be like, hey. I had a mind to make my way to the capital, but the high road's blocked. What's the meaning of this? Anyway, I've got mouths to feed at home. Alrighty, I know all I can know. Oh, just walk away. Aha, silver. Oh, there's something else over here. Luck Rain. Silver and gold, silver and gold. Return to the council chambers, my lord. Yeah, because I think we've learned all that we can. Alright, before that, let's go to the encampment, even though I don't think anything new popped up there. You never know. Yeah, nope, doesn't look like anything new. So I like that these guys are, like, optional, you know? Which does lead me to believe I'm curious as to who would all come after, or if I pick the other way. So... Alright, so before we actually do any deciding... Make a save. Alrighty. Well, let's go talk to Anne first. She'll be like, I'll just go wherever you want to go.
Serenoa.
Will you surrender the prince or not? Will you choose House Wolffort or the whole kingdom? This is a question of our priorities. What matters to us, most of us. Negotiate may yet to prove fruitful. May take effort, but they can be swayed. Okay, so she's a little more... She's a little more, like... she's leaning more towards... surrendering. Oh, no, she's... Yeah, she's... No, she's lean... Wait, hold on. The way it sounds like this one would be easier to persuade her towards than this one. So, but let's go with this one. Let's protect Roland at all costs, because that's what I'm going to do. Because if you guys remember, I actually did do, because the first demo was actually fairly short in a way. Like it was from that fight, it was from the previous video to where we are now, and then to the fight afterwards. So whichever one you pick, you'll get a different fight. And even though the fight with surrendering Roland, in my opinion, was a little bit easier, this fight, I feel like this was more like, yeah, I gotta go with this one. With protecting Roland. Because to me, that's like, yeah, it's like, you know, we know the truth and all that shit. So it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it just feels right to do. So let's protect Roland at all costs. Do you mean to protect Prince Roland at all costs? Oh, I don't know the thing to help her. Okay. Strix from no enemy will strategize and fight as we always have. Cannot capitalize to every demand our enemies make. I guess I'll go with this one.
Yes.
Yes, with the right stratagem, there is no such thing as an unwinnable battle. You clearly have no illusions about the battle ahead. Perhaps it is worth fighting after all. In any case, we must not be too hasty.
I need time.
I'll consider the matter with what little time we have. I am curious as to like how that one didn't work. Because I thought with the whole learning about the traps and such. Here, let me look at my information. It's in war cancel. Yeah, learning about this, I thought that would open it up for her.
What do you need?
Roland is worth more to Aesfrost as a political pawn than a corpse. They will not kill him once they have him. At least that is how I see it. If we were to do what gives us the most hope, then Roland himself has the right of it. Blood surrender is our best chance of ensuring Roland's survival. Pray tell me what reasoning led you to your decision. If your deliverance will not stop Aesfrost's onslaught, we are finished the moment we bend the knee. There must be a way to strike at them. I will not bet the life of our prince or of my friend on a mere suspicion. That one seems a little more like, for this kind of thing, like this one definitely feels like the bad one to say. This would not sway her at all. We are finished the moment we bend the knee. There must be a way to strike at them. This might help. This one might help. I fear delivering will not stop Aesfrost's onslaught. Same with this one in a way. Like this one might help. I have all these options. The top one to me does not seem that great. I'm just trying to decide out of these two which one would be the better one. I'm gonna go with this one.
Possibly.
And my willingness to leave no stratagem untested, my lord.
I don't know.
Alas, time is a luxury we do not have. I pray you find it soon, if it does exist.
Well...
We've not but conjecture. My mind can find no peace among the paths before me. Might I ask you to expound on your thoughts? There we go. So everyone will show the people we lack courage. We will not have any easy time with them if we lose their trust. I'm prepared to fight to the last, even if we cannot win. House Wolffort remains the royal family sword and shield. Yeah, this one definitely seems... This one definitely seems like not a good one. It's like, well, you'd rather die for nothing then. So it's like, that wouldn't sway her. This one would probably not sway her that much either, but I feel like it would be true to sway her. A plan? What rumors?
Yes, I see.
You have heard talk of the town's last resort, I take it. I want nothing more than to believe it is real, and if it is, I argue it could be quite the boon. I thank you for sharing your thoughts. I suppose now we see what fortune has in store for us. Yeah, I feel like that one actually swayed her towards us. Peace built by forsaking our friends and countrymen in the time of great needs, no peace at all. I know what I ask is not easy, but I pray we find bloodless path out of this conflict. But I like talking to the stone wall. I'm not going to try to persuade her. Probably won't try to persuade her either, but I just want to see like what their things are. Can you meet Prince Roland now more than ever? He is to be protected above all others. Yeah, so you definitely have a hard time convincing these two. You might have a better shot try convincing him. Been loyal to the crown for years, lad. You understand what you're asking for. It's treasonous, don't you? He's the king's own flesh and blood. We should be protecting him, not offering him up on a silver platter. Wow, all three of these guys are all three of the guys are definitely like hard pressed. So you definitely have to like try to convince Anne to give up Roland. Actually, I think that's what I did, if I remember correctly. I honestly don't remember what I did. I think I might have tried to convince him, but
My lord.
It would not be wise to continue this fight with Aesfrost. If protecting His Highness' life is our first priority, it would be safer to accept their conditions. In other words, you feel that Roland is of more use to Aesfrost alive as a puppet than dead. Precisely. Furthermore, we must consider Princess Cordelia, who currently is at the enemy's clutches alone. Yeah, so he's a little hard pressed. I think he is as well, but I think I was able to persuade him. There must be a way to avoid weighing my life against those of others. I trust we can find it. Decide what you will. I shall follow whatever judgment you pass. Trust your mind, not your heart. How many lives would it be saved? I will not allow my life to be weighed against those of the people. Kingdom needs you, as do I and House Wolffort. Sure, we can find a way to protect you and the people. Sir Maxwell's dying words. Would you render his noble sacrifice for naught? I think this helped sway him. I honestly don't remember.
Certainly.
Master taught that whoever rules is righteous by virtue of their station alone. But now, though I weigh your words more heavily than most, I know not what is right.
However,
I appreciate you speaking your mind, but I have my own thoughts on the matter. After all, it is the matter that cannot be solved by me alone. It is not best if I do so. Pray, do not deny your beloved master his last request. No, that one, I feel like that would be a little more pushy. So I don't think this one would sway him. Sacrifice alone will not overcome this impasse, if nothing more than an abdication of responsibility. I feel like that would definitely be like a little spit in the face too. It might sway him, but I don't think it would sway him that much. And Wolffort Desmond has many secrets, one of which may be used to drive the enemy back. I feel like this one would actually be the one to do it. You need to say such a thing is available to us. We may well drive the enemy out, but we'd bring harm to our own people in the process. Are we willing to pay the price? I can no longer discern what is right and wrong. Place my fate in your hands. Okay, I mean, I could try talking to Benedict, so let's try it. I trust that you will make a reasoned decision, my lord. Must be another way. The royal family is the beacon of the people. With the king slain, they need Roland now more than ever. Perhaps the battle is not as hopeless as one might think. The town's secret weapon.
Interesting indeed.
I was not aware Lord Serenoa knew of our Desmond's last resort.
So?
Have you any more to say in your favor? Do not believe the battle is a futile one. Victory or defeat is but a matter of fortune. It is not together with Roland that we might best protect both Desmond and kingdom. Surely that is reason enough. I have as much a duty to the royal family as I do the House of Wolffort. Such is the lot of the lords of the high houses. I can't remember if... Because I remember I did try to sway everyone on this matter the first time around, if I remember correctly. And I think what I picked for Benedict did not go so well, but I don't remember which one that was. But for this one, I will... Is it not together with Roland that we might best protect both Desmond and Kingdom? I feel like that's like... I feel like this wouldn't persuade him because it's like... That's... Actually, I think I accidentally picked the wrong... I think my controller dropped again during this, and I picked one that I wasn't a big fan of, so... I don't think this one would work. It's not very convincing to me. I don't think this one will work either, so I guess I'll do this one. Actually, I think that's what I picked. Several stance, my lord. Your father would be proud. And yet, the rub lies in the translation that belief into action.
I am decided.
At any rate, I thank you for sharing your thoughts with me. I shall take them to the heart. Okay. He's at least in deep thought, so... Let's do this. Let's see how it plays out. Oh yeah, and I can't... This isn't an auto one. I can only go...
It is time to cast our votes. Do we surrender Prince Roland, or do we protect him from those who would do him harm? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
I am sorry.
Forgive me, but on this point I cannot yield. Yeah, okay, so he's still gonna give himself up, I believe.
Forgive me, my lord.
This matter will not be swayed. Nope, he did not get swayed either. So I have to hope everyone else is.
So?
You believe we can win, yes? So, okay, so that I think that one's a confirmation of yes, she'll go.
I agree.
I vote if it pleases you. I feel like Anna's always gonna be undecided for all these things. And the ones who do not talk are the ones that I didn't decide to switch up, so. We know we have at least 3. But do we have
conviction will
4?
illuminate the path we've chosen.
All right, yep, we were able to convince both of them to strive off the army and protect
The way
Roland.
forward is decided. We protect Prince Roland with our lives and drive Aesfrost from our home.
Alrighty then. Oh, right.
The judgment is made. The scales tip, and our path is chosen. We must steel ourselves for the battle that lies ahead.
No, I cannot agree to this. Have you no idea how much blood will be spilt? How many will die in my name?
This is a decision we have reached together. We do not make it lightly.
Prepare the defenses. We will hold our own against the army of Aesfrost.
Yep, time to save the game. Let's save right here. Alright, guys, that's going to do it for this part of Let's Play Triangle Strategy. In the next part, guys, we'll do the battle, which I'm not very looking forward to, but hopefully it'll go better, because I should be at a higher level than I was during that first demo, and I'm actually a little curious as to what's going to happen next. Obviously, I feel like the chapter is going to end after that battle, because that was the end of the first demo we had, and then everything else after that is going to be completely new, and I'm actually can't wait for that. So thank you all so much for watching this video. Guys, if you liked the video, please give a like button, a click, and comment down below what you like about the video, didn't like about the video, and let me know, guys, what you think of this one. This was definitely a little, this one was, oh, what I'm going to have to do, yeah, I'm going to have to take that save that I have right there. I'm going to move it down here as well. That's what I need to do as well. I need to do that. This one was definitely a harder decision than the first one, in my opinion, by a lot. So, because, yeah, it's as it says, a soul is upon the scales, so it's definitely a rough one, but, yeah, let me know how you guys thought about this through, and did you play the first demo, which this was from, and obviously I did both, so I know what's going to come afterwards, but it's everything after that that's up in the air, so, yeah, let me know. As always, guys, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a beat, and subscribe to the main channel, too. That's in the description below. As well as follow me on Twitter. Both of my main Twitter, RBG, Kingdom Kid Twitter, are in there, too. Thank you all so much for watching once again, and I'll see you all next time.